So many students feel afraid of not finding the perfect major. After having helped 100,000 students through our schools, here's what I hear the most. I don't want to make a bad decision that impacts the rest of my life.
You're not going to amount to jack squat. What do you want to do with your life?
This is a lot of pressure. No wonder so many students feel lost and stressed. Yet, I've met so many professionals and students who didn't experience the same fear when choosing their major. They actually felt confident and they felt excited. So I wondered, what did they do differently? Today, I'll tell you exactly what I learned so that you can understand, one, what they believe, and two, what they do differently. This is going to change for the better your approach to choosing your major, college in general, and your career. What if I told you that most of the advice you hear about picking your major is actually making things worse? Just by letting go of these old ideas, you'll feel more freedom and more confidence to explore your options. All right, I remember myself, I took classes in psychology, kinesiology, and business, and I struggled to make it all make sense. Plus, I didn't want to waste money or time on the wrong choice. There can be pressure from yourself to succeed and to not make a mistake. There can be pressure from your parents or teachers. Regardless of if this pressure comes from you or other people, it all stems from the same place: beliefs. What you believe about college, about the job market, about yourself, it matters because it guides how you make decisions. Mindsets are just beliefs. They're powerful beliefs, but they're just something in your mind, and you can change your mind. Today, I'll show you a set of beliefs, and you'll get a chance to decide what you believe in and what you don't. You're also going to have a chance to change your beliefs if you want. And warning, these beliefs might change your career and your life. Belief number one, pick a major that's practical and makes a lot of money. If you're unsure, choosing a major based on salary or job security can feel like the obvious thing to do. But the problem is you don't know yet if you like that major or if you're good at it. For example, someone who takes accounting because it pays well, but doesn't really want to work with numbers. Instead of the most money, you want to pick something that also aligns with what you enjoy and what you're good at. Look at it this way. If you enjoy what you do and you're good at it, you're more likely to succeed. And when you succeed, you can make more money.
Yes, science.
You can believe that these paths exist, and that belief will help you explore and actually find them. Here's an empowering belief for you to try out. I can pick a path that aligns with what I enjoy, what I'm good at, and what the world needs and pays for. This belief will show you that you can balance and align different elements to craft your career. Belief number two, my major equals my career. When you believe my major equals my career, you're going to look for the perfect major. There's no major that's perfect for you. There's multiple great lives that you can live. There's no one major that already knows who you are, the impact you want to have on the world, how you're uniquely wired, how you're going to grow. There's no perfect major for you. There's actually several great options. And your job right now is to go and discover them. Some majors lead directly to jobs. Let's call this a linear connection. Some of these are obvious: biology, biologist; engineering, engineer; accounting, accountant. But most majors can lead you to multiple paths. Let's call this a non-linear connection. For example, a psychology major who goes on to design tech user interfaces. Their psychology degree actually helped them prepare for that. They understand how people think and act, even though the job title is different than the major. Instead of major equals my career, you can see your major as a foundation, not the final destination. This foundation is going to help you in the short term to land your first job and in the long term to prepare a great career. Try out this more empowering belief. My major is a foundation, not a final destination. Belief number three, your major doesn't matter at all. Now, some schools have taken the last point way too far, and they say now that your major choice doesn't matter at all.
What?
This misses the point. If your major doesn't matter, then why do it in the first place? Instead, you have an opportunity to make your major matter. Let me give you an example. The skills you get in a math degree might not seem related to your first job as a digital marketer, but there is a connection. The skills you learned in problem solving and analyzing, you can use them in day one on the job. Make your major matter means that once you choose the change you want to make in the world or a job you might want to do, then you can break down the knowledge, skills, and experiences you're getting in your major that help you contribute. For many of us, these connections might happen in non-linear ways, and this can actually be an advantage. An English graduate that applies her storytelling skills to craft compelling business presentations. A biology graduate that uses their scientific inquiry skills to thrive in investigative journalism. A history major that leverages their research skills to excel as a policy analyst. You can connect different majors to different paths, and these differences can actually be advantages, not disadvantages. Okay, you've learned 3 beliefs about college majors that can completely change how you approach your decision. But there's one important belief missing. And this belief will drive a lot of the action and a lot of the satisfaction during the next decades of your career. Change equals failure. During your career, you're likely to experience change. A new job, a new boss, a new company, a new industry. After I've studied career development and leadership development for years, I've seen that change is actually the norm, not the exception. I understand that changing your major or your career could make it feel like you're wasting time and money and energy. That's fine. In some cases, that's probably partially true. But for most people who go through changes like these, they're actually grateful for the changes. And change is actually a predictor and driver of their success, not a sign of failure. With all the change happening in the world of work, this is why instead of being afraid of change, you should be prepared to adapt. That way you can take advantage of change. You can take advantage of luck and serendipity as new things happen in your career and in school. New belief, I'm prepared to adapt. Being prepared to adapt allows you to change your mind, look for new opportunities, and approach change with curiosity. So here's the bottom line. Choosing a major doesn't have to be completely stressful or limiting. You've learned today that outdated beliefs like picking a major only for money or thinking that a major permanently decides the rest of your life, these ideas can hold you back. Instead, think of your major as a powerful foundation, opening doors to multiple paths, some of them which might surprise you. Now go explore with more freedom, more confidence, more intentionality, and less pressure. Good luck. You're here because you might be struggling with choosing your major. These outdated beliefs might be holding you back. I hope now that you're free and you can go explore and try new things. Tell me in the comments what you're working on, what you're looking for, and how it can help. And I'm going to make a video about this topic or whatever topic you bring up.